Hi, it's John from P&A Motorcycles. Today I'm going to be showing you over the brand new Kymco CV3 575. This is a UK model. We are in the UK, so you're going to get all the information you need about buying in the UK. There's obviously loads of mixed messages out there, a lot of confusion, so I'm going to address all that in this one video. It will be a bit lengthy, but we're going to go through every single feature on the motorcycle. We're going to go through the new TFT display. We're going to show you how the new suspension lock works. We're going to show you all around it. So this will be the one that we'll be showing you on. So it is the black and gold model. The black model is available and we do have both all in stock. Full UK delivery within 2 to 3 days. So if you are interested, please give us a ring or you can come down to our showroom. Now if you're looking at this and you've got the older model or you've been looking at the older model, you'll see a lot of similarities, but there is a big upgrades on this. Now we'll talk about some of the small upgrades that don't really impact it a massive amount, but they're still there. So one of the things we've got in the UK model this year is a built-in side stand. That was never an option on the older models in the UK. Don't ask me why, it just wasn't. We've got these extra deflectors here on the front. So they're the small upgrades. Now the big upgrades. Obviously a brand new Euro 5 Plus engine, so it meets all the new regulations and all the emission laws and all that rubbish. And it doesn't reduce in performance whatsoever. And one of the things that people were screaming for was an updated display. So we've got this brand new massive TFT display. We have lost the Nudo, so the phone connectivity, that is no longer on the new CV3s or the AK550s or any of the Kymco range. They've taken the decision that their system was a little bit outdated and people use a lot of the mobile phones on like RAM mounts and any other type of phone holder. Also you can get very cheap CarPlay systems that you can get attached really easy to the top of this. I have just mounted one for another customer who was desperate for some sort of CarPlay system. So we kept the original screen and then we've mounted a small unit just above it. So they still got full visibility, but if they want to use the phone, it's there and it's not interfering with the original hardware, so then it's not affecting your warranty. The other thing that people really wanted, if you've got one of the old CV3s, or if you go back, I think it was about a year and a half ago, and check out my video on the 550, you'll notice when it's off the main stand and the suspension is on lock, it's still tilted left and right. Now a lot of people didn't like that idea. Personally I thought it was quite good. It gave you a bit more stability moving it, you could rock it a little bit, but it meant it was easier for someone to push it over. When you had the cover on, look, there was a lot of little issues with it. So they've upgraded the front suspension. Now how they've done that, it looks like they've kept the same fork configuration, so 2 shock absorbers on each side, but they've added this dampening rods which has got brake lines running to it which lock and hold the suspension in place, along with obviously all the ball joints and everything locking. But we'll show you how all that works later on. Other than that, it's pretty similar to the previous model. Same sort of controls, same sort of design. It's absolutely stunning. I love this gold colour. We actually sold quite a few of the golds already. We've got 2 going out today, I believe, of the gold, which is just amazing. So you will see them on the road more and more. So the moment you've been waiting for, let's turn this ignition on so you can have a look at this new TFT display. Now it's the same key fob as the old model. Press the button and it loads straight up. Nice bright Kymco. and then we get this beautiful like race mode display. Now we'll start the bike up for you. I'll put the handbrake on like I always do. Kill button just here, make sure that's off. Pull the brake, press start button, start straight up. Now this is the TFT display. We've got on the back here the mode button, as you can see. So when I press this mode button, you'll flick through all your different modes, and they'll now explain what the modes are. So we'll go to rain mode. Self-explanatory, reduces the power, and you've got your traction control working. So your traction control, when it's on, will have this little orange symbol, so you know it's on. If we click one button again, we have power mode, and the traction control is green. That means the traction control is not on. And then if we click it one more time, we still get full power, but we get it with the traction control on. Very simple. Going through on here, we've got a couple of buttons here. So if we click the trip button, I'll show you, it cycles through all the options. Okay. Now all the other stuff, so like setting up all your times and mileage and checking your tyre pressures, all that sort of stuff. If we go down and click the menu button, it brings this up. So it tells us what our tyre pressures are, and we can scroll. So this is all your settings menu. Now if you didn't want your tyre pressures in that menu, when you click up, it scrolls through all the stuff you can change. So the temperature, the tyre pressures, everything. So this is changing the unit of measurement. So if we go to tyre pressures, click down on the down button, it'll then give us the options to go through and choose what we want. When we select what we want, so say we wanted bar, and we click the orange button, it changes, and then it's saved on the computer. The same if we were changing it to kilometers, from mile an hour, all that sort of stuff. So if you were traveling abroad, it's very, very simple to do all that. We click the main menu again, go back to the original screen, simple as. Now on here you've got obviously all your typical warning lights. You've got your park button, because this lever is on here, so this is your parking lever, same as your handbrake on a car. You've got your indicator warning for the right, when we put that on, same as we put it onto the left. Same as if we click our hazard switches just here on the opposite to the start button. You can see they're on. You also got your high beam warning light, and your lights are always on this. And the main one is this little green symbol in the bottom left hand corner, which is your suspension lock. Now the same as the previous model, unlock your suspension, press that button, lock it, press that button. Take the handbrake off, and again, like the previous model, if I was to rev and start driving, it comes off automatically. Now, what else have we got? Okay, so we've got our cruise control on our left hand side here. So this is your cruise control button, on and off. So when it's on, you'll see it there. The same as in a car, when you're driving along above, I think it's 25 miles an hour, you just click the set button, just there. And then you can go up and down on the speed by clicking them. If you come into any sort of traffic, you just tap your brake a little bit and it cancels it off straight away. And if you want to turn your cruise control back on and you don't need to set it, you just want to resume it, click the resume button, and then you're flying, you're back as you was. Okay, as you can see, the lock is off at the moment because that's flashing. We'll put that back on. Always worth having that on lock before you take it off the main stand. So we'll show you all that in a second. So we'll show you under the seat. So we'll turn this engine off for a second. So if you want to get under the seat, you press this little button here and it lifts this up. Same as the previous model. You've got a little 12 volt charging port just there. Nice little light so you can see. You've got quite a lot of space in this. Depending on your size and style of helmet, you should be able to get a helmet in this. And then you have got a padded top here to stop your helmet from getting scratched. The fuel, simple enough. Turn it. That's how you get into your fuel. So move your back seat, just press this lever and the back seat comes off and you're left with this. Now, a lot of people love this on the previous model. If you didn't want to have passengers on or you didn't want that back seat on, you can take it off and leave it like that. What you're exposed with is the seat lock, which doesn't look too pretty. So what Kymco have done, they give you one of these little cutouts that say CV3, that slots in like that, keeps all the water out and makes it look really, really nice. So that's how it looks without the seats. So I'm going to take it off the stand and show you how all the suspension works. It's going to be a little bit more awkward than usual because I am on my own today. I know everyone's desperate for this video, so I wanted to get it out as soon as possible. We've had a bad couple of weeks, so when I have been in with other people, I've not been able to do the video. Just obviously not going to be doing it outside in the wet and the rain and the cold. Just won't be doing that. So you will have to bear with me. So we're going to take it off the stand. So it's off the stand now. As you can see, still standing up straight and perfect. So it's on the lock here, on the suspension's locked, and then these two joints are locked as well. Which means when I'm trying to push it, it's locked solid. Obviously you get a bit of shaking, but that's just natural, but not like the previous model where it wanted to fall over. Well, not fall over. If you look at my old video, you'll understand it better. This is more like all the other ones. You can push it forwards, move it around, and then we've also got the handbrake just so it doesn't roll away on us. Put that on. Sorry, my hands are a little bit cold. But yeah, your lights are always on. It's absolutely looking amazing, this model. So one of the things that everyone wanted in the UK, as I said before, was a side stand. Meaning, I can put the side stand down, simple as that, press the unlock, and drop it straight onto the side stand. And to be honest, it makes a lot better picture like this. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. This is what they should have done for all the promotion videos and pictures. They should have got pictures like this, because look at that. Showing off that nice suspension, the big wheels. So let's lift it back up and we'll show you some other features on it. So simply lift it up. Now there's two ways to do it. You can lift it up and put it on the main stand as it is. What I always like to do is like to lift it up, get it about straight, put the lock on like that, and then I can put the stand on a lot easier. Sorry about that. I can put the stand on a lot easier. And then what I do to make sure I've locked it in the straight position, I'll unlock it. It'll correct itself to get to straight. Put the lock on, sorted. Put that side stand up. So it won't run with the side stand down. That's just a safety feature. Come around the back here. Back of this switch, you got your kill button. Just make sure that's on run. I'll start this back up for you. For people who ride all year round or ride with thin gloves, this model does come with factory fitted heated grips. Now a lot of people get confused on how to use the heated grips on the Kymcos. It's very simple. Once you know, it's easy to remember. You've got a little button just underneath at the back here, so it's on the left hand grip, and all you do is you hold this down. You'll be able to see it, and the light will come on. Now on the camera, because of the resolution, it looks like it's flashing. It's actually not flashing, it's just LED lights do that on cameras. So that's a solid white light, and then you've got on the display what setting you've got it on, just here. And as I cycle through, I can change the temperature on them. And they get really, really hot, they do. Most people ride on setting number 1 or setting number 2. I suppose if you're using it in the really cold winter, you'll probably have it on full whack. But yeah, that's really everything you need to know. Oh, that's another thing they've added. Charging port just here at the front. And it's a USB Type-C. I love how they've gone a little bit modern with that. Still going with the old school 12 volt under the seat. I think the reason for that, I don't think we have them in the UK very often, but you know, people who've got heated jackets and heated gloves and stuff like that, a lot of them do run off that 12 volt power supply, so it does plug straight in. I don't know, you'll be able to tell me in the comments if that's true or not. That's what someone has told me. But yeah, other than that, it's very, very similar to the previous CV3. It's got the upgrades that people wanted. Obviously, it's got the upgrades the government needed to be able to sell them in the UK with the new emission laws, the same as all the other bikes. But yeah, that's it really. Oh, the other feature you can do on them, and you could do this on the previous model, no one really bothers to do it. They don't. I've had to adjust one screen since I've been selling them, and that one screen, that adjustment is very simple. So that is on the standard setting, on the lower setting. You can bring it up a little bit higher, and the way you can do that is if you can see in there, see that little hole there, and you can see the other one there. So this is bolted in at them two pieces there, and all we do is we undo these two plastic clips. These come off. You've got 4 10mm bolts behind it. You take them off, and then the plastic holders are held in with 2 12mm bolts. You take them off, and you can actually bring the screen up one adjustment. Now, as I say, I've only had to do that once, and I think the person just wanted it doing just to be a little bit different. But it's not going to make much difference in your life whatsoever. It's just that's all it is. Still a gorgeous back end. Standard exhaust system that we had, similar to last year. Obviously, it's got the new CAT. The sensors are different. The pre and post CAT sensors that we have to have are part of the stupid emission laws. It doesn't make a difference to you. That's why we had to uprate the CC, just to give it still some oomph and beat everything else on the market, with still getting reduced emissions. Give you a close-up look at the display just so everyone can see what's on here. You've got your fuel gauge, your temp gauge. It is on the stand, isn't it? Yeah. You got your revs, your speedo. So yeah, if you are interested in one, please just give me a ring. You can either give the shop a phone call, 0151 424 4207. You can drop me a WhatsApp message on the same number, so 0151 424 4207. And just for the Kymco CV3s, that's all. You can ring me on my number 07907 216965. Now that is my personal number, so please respect it. Normal working hours. Don't be ringing me at midnight saying you've seen this video and you really want one, and you've had a couple of drinks, and why your missus or your partner's not looking, you want to put a deposit on it. Please don't do that. I have had that happen one too many times. But you can WhatsApp message me anytime, and if I'm free and available, even if it is at 10 o'clock at night, if you WhatsApp message me and I'm free for a chat, I will say, yeah, I'm free for a chat. Just give me a call, or I'll give you a call. So I am always there. The knowledge on the CV3s, I've been doing them for a long time, so all the explanations, I mean, if you go into our Google reviews, you'll see a couple of our recent customers who've bought them, who absolutely love them, and came for us just to our knowledge on them. We can tell you every feature, we can explain everything about them. Oh, that was the other thing I totally forgot about, is the license law. Now, yes, you can drive this on a car license, and yes, you can drive it on a motorcycle license. The motorcycle license, you have to check what brake horsepower you're able to drive, because obviously you've got A1, A2, A, all that sort of stuff, so just double check that for us. Now, the one that's a little bit more complicated, or people make complicated, is the car license. Now, it's very simple. If you've passed your car test before 2013, you can drive this on a car license. When you're going to insure it, it'll be classed as a tricycle. Tri for 3 wheels. There's quite a few insurance companies that do insure them. There's a couple of specialised tricycle insurance companies, or you can get it insured with like the likes of Lexum, Bike Show, oh god, I can't remember, Carol Nash. There's tons out there. Go on comparison websites, do your own looks, do your own videos, do your own research, make sure you're getting the best deal. The other thing that we're doing at the moment, and I think it will continue, is they all come with a Gator Tool Stealth S5 tracker. Comes with that fitted standard factory, retails over £400, I think it's £4.59, but you'll be able to check that online. But you get that completely free. It's just there, we fit it, it's completely free. You don't want to use it, you don't have to use it, but it's there to reduce all your insurance down. Now, there is a catch. It's £12.49 a month subscription fee. But if you're saving more than £12.49 subscription fee, so say your insurance goes down 30 quid a month, 50 quid a month, £100 a month. I mean, I don't know what everyone's going to be paying for insurance, but we had one person on the previous model get a crazy insurance quote for £8,000. Don't know why, don't know the situation, don't know their area, don't know any of that sort of stuff. But we went down from £8,000 to £2,000 with the tracker. Don't get me wrong, still very, very expensive, but for that sort of saving, you know what I mean, it was a no-brainer for them. I'll show you the information on them now. We'll turn this off. So we'll come into our showroom. So the Gator Tool S5 tracker. So this is the little leaflet on it. You'll be able to find it online a lot easier and a lot better imagery. But that's all the details on it there. That's the subscription fee, £12.49. So that comes completely free. No catches other than you have to pay the subscription. Not really a catch, but the other thing, we have got some cards here for insurance companies, Lexum and Bike Show. Now, if you are going to go with any of these companies, please just give us a recommendation. There's little codes on the back. You'll be able to take a picture or write them down. So Lexum, our code is LEX905, and for Bike Show it's G492. Sometimes they'll give you a bit of discount, sometimes it's just to help get bikes insured. They send them out to us, we give them out to our customers. Why we are in here, I will show you over the black one. It is tucked away a little bit at the moment. That is the black model, absolutely stunning. Everything exactly the same on it as the one we've just been going through outside, except from it's in black. Now, there is videos previous, if you look on our previously posted videos, on the black one, so you'll be able to see all around it. We don't start it up or anything like that, it's just, but we don't need to, because everything on this one is the same on that gold one. Now, if you're interested in one of these or any of our other bikes, we've got wide range of new and used motorcycles, Lex Motors, Royal Alloys, Zontes. I mean, look at this. This has just been released. You'll be able to see a video on that. The Zontes 703, one of the best sports bikes on the market, in my opinion. But yeah, if you are interested, call down to our showroom. If you don't want to call down, if you just want to ring me up and buy one, that's not an issue. All we need is to make payment, a copy of your driving licence, the delivery address and the driving licence address has to match, and we can get you one delivered within a couple of days. That's no issue. Obviously, if it's over Christmas, you're ringing me up Christmas Eve, desperate for one, we'll see what we can do, but ideally give me a couple of days notice. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. But yeah, any questions, just give me a ring. Thank you.